I'm Stan, and these are my two lovely little angels, Rio and Vienna. Now we thought we would come up with some really cool little projects that you can do with your kids using materials and bits and pieces lying around the house.
And today we'll be making swing.
So there's only two things we really need. One is rope and one is the seat. Now the seat, I've got an old piece of tocha from the fence out the back. The next thing you're gonna need is some really good solid rope. So what I got here is some mountaineering rope from when we ascended Everest last. So the first thing we need to do is mark out and cut our piece of timber. Now we're just going to double check that it is square on the end. Now here's a wee little tip for you. A lot of these hand saws nowadays, you've got a couple little tools on it. One is the 90 degrees here, and you've got a 45 degree there, so you don't actually need a combination square. So we're going to mark out 500 millimeters if you... Awesome. Right, now square that across for you. Some safety equipment for you.
You look like a scientist.
Brain enough to be a scientist, aren't you, sweet?
Mm-hmm.
Here she comes, Ray. You got it?
Yeah.
So all we've got to do is clean up this old piece of timber to make it look pretty. So, girls.
Satisfying.
That is quite satisfying. Would you like to have a go, Ray?
Yes, please. Like that.
Yep. And yep. Very good.
Hey, it looks like spaghetti.
It does look. And what else does this look like?
Rio's here. What about yours?
Pull that down. Look, it's covering you. Our next step, girls, is marking out where we're going to drill our holes.
Oh, can I do that?
Yes, you can. You take the pencil, mark 40 millimeters in. Two hands on the drill, nice and steady. Oh, jeepers creepers, Ray.
Can you see my finger, anybody?
Yes, I can. Right, hold the drill with two hands. Two hands?
Yeah, 2 hands. Oh.
2 hands. Away you go. Okay, whoa! What the heck? Did you just drill through my table as well? Rightio, well done. What we need to do now is put some product on it just to make it look really nice and pretty and so it lasts outdoors. So what we got is...
Beeswax.
Beeswax. But you know what, you can put decking oil on it or paint it. Take a little bit of that beeswax. That's looking pretty good.
Hey, what about the other side?
Yep, we've got to do that as well. I've cut 2 lengths of our rope to 2 meters. So what I'm going to do is fold that in half and I'm just going to tie a real simple knot just like that to start off with. So our next step is taking our length of rope and inserting each piece through our holes. And all I'm going to do is do another half hitch underneath there. And just to be super safe, I'm just going to do probably about another 2 or 3 of those half hitches. Right, now that's looking pretty darn good, don't you think, girls?
Yeah.
Right, now I've got these little carabiner clips that I've had sitting around the shed for a few years now, so this is the perfect opportunity for me to use them. I've cut 2 more lengths of rope. I've cut this to 3 meters. This is going to go from our branch to our seat. The next thing we need to do is put a bowline on one end of our rope. So what we're going to do is make a loop in our line and we're going to take our end, we're going to go underneath, back around and then back down through the rabbit hole. Pull that tight. Rio, can I have your arm please? Right, now if we imagine this is our branch,
I am a
very good looking branch. So we're going to put our rope around and then we're going to take the end and it's going to go through our bowline and that there is just going to tighten around the branch and then we're going to take this end and attach it to our swing seat. What I've got here is an old leather belt. I've just chopped that in half. I'm just going to wrap that around the branch of the tree. It's just going to protect it. Hey, you could use an old bit of carpet if you like. And then we're just going to put our roper on so we're just about ready to roll. Now just like we did on Rio's arm, I'll put my rope around and through our bowline. Right, that's looking pretty good. So all I'm going to do is exactly the same as we did on the top there. Just going to put a loop in there, go through, back and down around. It doesn't matter if you don't have these carabiners because you just go through the loop we've got here. It's going to be super strong. And then just to get rid of a bit of this, I'm just going to do a couple of half hitches on here. You guys clip that on for me. Ready?
Yeah.
And that was a couple of hours of pretty easy DIY with the kids and years of fun to come. What do you reckon, kids?
Yeah!